DJ Durong from Hot 702.5 in Las Vegas, it's time to come together. Rainbow Dreams Educational Foundation presents the 24th annual Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival, going down Saturday, June 21st from 4 to 9 p.m. at the Expo at World Market Center, and it's free to the public. Catch R&B icon Tweet live on stage, plus performances by Kiss Kiss and the Squad, Darnell Alexander, Unk and the Nephews, and Las Vegas's pop princess Ray Millie. Hosted by DJ Ambeezy with Not Boy DJ and DJ Kelly J on the ones and twos. Stop by and visit the Hot 702.5 FM live remote tent and check in with our on-air personalities. Shop the vendor marketplace, hit up the food trucks, and enjoy surprise guests throughout the night. Presented in partnership with Google, MGM Resorts International, Live You Equals You in the city of Las Vegas. Come together this Juneteenth weekend to celebrate freedom with Tweet and Rainbow Dreams. Get your e-ticket now and be entered to win one of our fabulous prizes. Visit June19LV.com. That's June19LV.com.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Hi. Hey. What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J. Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Tune in now on hot7025fm.com. Hey, it's Carrice, and I'm here to tell you about Hotcast for Podcasting. We are a podcasting studio located in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the Hot 702.5 FM studios. You can book online at hot7025fm.com. Just click on Hotcast. You can book and find your times right there. Thank you for booking with Hotcast for Podcasting. All right. You are tuned in to the Shady Ass Tea right here on hot7025fm.com. I am Carrice, and I am here with my cousin host, Sir. Sir, how are ya?
Can we get vulnerable at the gig?
Yeah, we can. With transparency and we like to talk about mental health. Let's talk about it. Last week I said what did I say? I said my vibration was low.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you about how my vibration got up when I got home. But how are you feeling, sir?
You know what? I feel like I'm on a quest.
Okay.
And I don't know where I'm going or why I'm going there. Right? But I know I'm searching.
Isn't there a church song out there? It's like, I don't know where I'm going.
I think there is. I'm sure there is a church song about searching.
It's like those words exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. But
I will find that.
I'm telling you, I'm on a journey. I don't know where I'm headed or why I'm leaving, but I'm I feel like I'm in a transitional state. You know, not to sound like too woo-woo or anything, but like I really do feel like I'm, you know, transitioning or in a transformative state, really.
Do you
Changing
feel like
into a
you're trying to
different-
figure out what you're supposed to be when you grow up?
I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be, period.
Okay, right.
You know, yeah. Not only, I don't
Like,
even know
like
what I'm.
what is the purpose? Like, what is my
What is
purpose?
my
What am I
purpose?
supposed
Yeah.
to be? And why am I not doing it today?
Right.
And I'm glad you said that, because we're talking about men's mental health this month, since it's men's health month.
It is.
Although we're going to be talking about it from the rooter to the tutor. Okay, we'll be talking about that later in the month, but I think it's important to understand that I don't think that anyone ever had it all together. And for us to be in a space where we get to a point where we're like, what am I supposed to be doing? Nothing's working out like I wanted to work out. It's not.
Right.
I need this to be done today. Like, I
Right.
need today to understand what my purpose is and why I'm supposed to be doing this. And the reality is, sir, is that you're never going to have the final answer. You're just going to be on a journey to figure it out until your time is done. And you need to give yourself grace.
You know, people keep saying that. And I don't really know what that means. I think because it sounds like take it easy on yourself, but I'm like, you can't really take it easy on yourself if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Because like if my
You can,
kids,
but the thing is that you have an expectation of yourself that there's something that you're supposed to be doing at this very moment.
right,
But it could be that there's not anything that you're supposed to be doing, and for you, you're holding yourself accountable to something that's not part of what it's supposed to be today, and that could be challenging. You know, that like you get in a space and you're like, oh, dude, what the hell am I supposed to be doing with my life? But right now, you're not supposed to be doing anything with your life. You're supposed to be sitting down and going through processes or thinking about what it is that you're supposed to do eventually. And maybe at this moment, all you're supposed to be doing is just sitting down and giving yourself love and grace. And that's okay.
I mean, I guess that's what people say. I don't know how to, what loving myself, like, what does that look like in reality, like in practice? I know people say, oh, you got to love yourself and treat yourself. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Right. And so what I'm trying to do currently is treat myself like somebody that I'm in love with. Right. Like, what would I do for somebody who I'm in love with? What would I do for somebody who I'm pursuing? Right. And so I'm trying to treat myself like that, which is cool, you know, but it's new for me. I'm used to taking care of other people. And so taking care of myself isn't something that I'm comfortable doing.
And guess what that means?
What?
That means that that's what you're supposed to be doing right now, figuring out how to take care of yourself.
Fair. That's
and you
fair.
just gonna have to just live in the moment of like being in an uncomfortable space. It's okay to be uncomfortable. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's okay.
I don't know how to not do. I'm working on not being too hard on myself. I am working
Like
on that.
I said, you just said I am in a space where I'm just like, what am I supposed to be doing right now?
Right,
And I'm
100%.
telling you, you're not supposed to be doing shit right now. That's exactly your journey at this very moment. So just live in that, and it's gonna come to you when it's time for you to do something different other than just chill and relax. So
Fair. How
so
are
I
you?
hope that you know what, I'm good. Sir, Daryl says, sir, for real, get at me. Get my number from EC. Okay.
Okay.
Daryl be stalking me. Okay, he be coming to my house randomly, calling, hey, I'm at your door.
That's love.
You know,
That's cousinly love.
it's a little bit of stalkerisms. Okay,
A little stalking ain't never hurt nobody.
I might need to call the authorities to find out what's really going on. So yeah, how am I feeling? I am sleepy. Okay, I'm sleepy.
Real.
I'm trying
That's
to-
real.
And that, like, for real, and I'm hot. Okay, because it's like 106 degrees.
Oh, I thought that was like a woman thing.
What you listen? We need to have a whole show about perimenopause because that's a real thing, y'all.
Yeah.
And
I went to brunch with these. I was at brunch with 5 ladies.
Mm-hmm.
And
what said you missing? We missing the afro, bro. What's going
it's
on?
under here. It's under here, and they all were talking about perimenopause and like all of that, and I was so interested. I'm like, wow, that sounds like it sucks. And so, but like not in like a condescending way, but I'm like, freak, I'm sorry that that's happening, and I know there's something I can do, but I'm sorry that that's happening to you. So I was only being halfway.
You know what I've learned about perimenopause, and I know we off topic, but but let's talk about let's get our feelings off.
Yeah, for sure.
Like seriously. Okay, so I learned about perimenopause, and you can start perimenopause at like in your 30s, like early 30s. So so it's not like, so if you got a wife or a girlfriend and she's been crazy since 30. It's perimenopause. Okay.
Right.
It's probably a combination of perimenopause and postpartum, and give the lady a break.
Give her a break.
Man, but I think that I've experienced it as of late. Well, I'll be having some random hot flashes, I'm freezing. Like maybe my sleep might be off, but my sleep could be off from other things. My husband be playing basketball in his dreams, and that in itself, okay, will make you sleepy. All right.
He be coaching the game, or he playing the game?
He playing in his dreams, and I could tell when he like shaking them. You know what I mean? Like I'm like he be seriously playing basketball in his dreams.
Really having a basketball game in your bed is crazy.
Oh my gosh! So that's one reason why I'm sleepy. But also too, perimenopause is crazy. Like brain fog. Like I just said it and forgot. Like I'm like, this is wild. So, if you might have a lady that's experiencing some perimenopause, and go ahead and give her some love and some grace.
Right. Rubber back, rubber feet.
Man, seriously.
Get her a heating pad, but also a fan. So.
You know what? That's what I need to start carrying in my purse is a fan. Where them fans
you don't have
at?
A fan?
Because I don't have a fan. I do not.
Okay. So now I know what to get the woman who has everything.
Okay. I definitely need to have a fan in my purse because it is not giving.
I have one of them electric
It's giving
ones.
Hot when I'm somewhere.
Oh no, I sweat too much. I got one of them electric ones that you charge.
I don't sweat. I just be getting hot.
No,
it's wild out here.
I'm big. I really need to be walking around with a box fan, low key.
It's like so battery operated, so you have to plug that thing in.
With a Beyonce fan.
Man, seriously. Shout out to Beyonce. She's still out here on tour. What Beyonce doing?
Who's she
Nothing.
owe?
Herself.
Who's she owe?
She owe them kids. You think
that's true?
Because why are you doing this, ma'am?
Yeah, like what are you doing?
Because she don't. The thing is that I'm watching these videos of her on her tour, and she's just standing there. Blue Ivy is doing all the dancing, okay?
Yeah,
and Rumi doing all the smiling and waving. So,
okay. So maybe this is a tour for the kids.
Yeah, or maybe
for them to make money.
There we have it.
Maybe the kids are producers or something.
Because I feel like Blue Ivy can already sing, so I think maybe she's preparing her for the other part, the dancing and singing together.
And the schedule.
Well, I think they're always on tour with her.
Yeah.
So I think they've been on.
I'm just trying to figure out why this lady keep putting her out. And I'm sure she loves what she does. I'm not like talking.
I just
go to
sleep. Babe, go lay by the pool, y'all. Like, you don't have to do this.
You don't have to.
Beyonce, you don't have to do this anymore.
Right.
Okay?
Blink once if you're in danger. Like, what is? Why are you still dancing?
So you think she owes somebody? You like?
Okay, so Beyonce has been being Beyonce since like '94. Okay, it's 2025. How many? Yes, 30 years, 31 years. If I was born in 94, I'd be 31 today. 31
old.
years of
In the
doing the same
1900s.
dances and like singing and hollering and pop across the stage. I would, ma'am, in high heel shoes. And then she had 3 kids. And got, man, come on. Ma'am. Go home.
Listen.
You've done the
I
things.
I don't think she needs to do anything else after this. But then again, we got Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson has had the best tours, and she's still
That's
out
where
here
the money
touring,
is, I
Joe.
guess, right? The tours.
Yeah, I would assume that that's where the money is. But how much money do you need?
That's what.
Listen,
That
this is the thing. And
That
I'll be
one.
telling people this. People be like, oh, I want to be a billionaire. Why? And why would you be a billionaire? Like there's you got, let's say you got 100 family members, or maybe you got 20. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason for you to be a billionaire. Like everybody can have a couple $100 million and call it a day.
Right,
Like,
for real.
it makes absolutely no sense for you to be a billionaire. Anyone that's a billionaire is selfish as hell. Like, there's no reason for you to be Who?
Beyonce's a billionaire.
Maybe she's doing it for legacy. And there's no reason. You just said she need to go sit down.
Yeah, girl, it's enough. But yeah, I think
Rihanna's net worth just dropped $400 million. I saw that
Who's
the other
doing-
day. Rihanna.
what
Probably
happened?
because she was giving it away.
Oh, nice.
Because why do
I
you
probably-
have a billion? Why do you have $1 billion?
$1 billion is a lot of money, and I'd probably start giving some of it away too. Because when I'm gonna spend
Yeah,
it,
like what? You're never gonna spend that in your lifetime. You could give
Right.
your whole. I could give my whole family if I had $100 billion.
right?
Whole family rich.
Right.
Even the ones I don't like, I'll give you a couple dollars too, maybe.
Right.
But I'm just like whole family rich. There's no reason. No one's broke. I should never have $1 billion.
The
There's
craziest part
plenty
is
of
people,
hope. Go ahead.
I'm saying the crazy part is people be having all that money and their family still be broke.
They don't be sharing because they stingy. Like there's some family members I'll be like, you know what? You know, I'm not.
You want to go to
Get
Olive
somebody
Garden?
else to do it. Get somebody else to do it, child, because I ain't the one.
For real.
So, so in that case, maybe if I had all family members who were like that, then I would be like, you know what, F them people. Bury
But what's
me.
the likelihood?
You know what? I don't, because that's just like what's the old guy who just died with his wife in the house, and they were why can't I think of this man's name? He died in the house. His wife died first.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had dementia or something. He couldn't take care of himself. He died. The dog died, and then they found him.
Dog got worms.
Well, the dog couldn't feed himself. So, but his family, he was dead for weeks. The family never checked on him. So you have all of these kids that don't come check on you. F them kids. That's what I said, Wes. And the dog too. Dog died too, child.
Your sister died. It says here your sister Cheryl died. Sorry, that made me think about life. When we was reading that letter, I'm like, dang, everybody died.
Everybody
Most
gone,
kids all
child.
can't read. Sorry.
But just know I would probably pick 10 family members and we'd be good.
And ball out.
And that's it. And the rest of y'all can get the bird. Oh, the birds. Okay. So, sir, what's going on in the news? Okay. I mean, we could do recaps on a couple of things. I want to talk about today Diddy, Young Miami. I want to talk about K. Michelle, and I want to talk about I don't even know what else. Go ahead. You tell us. Well, what are we starting with today?
Okay, so we could start with Diddy because I be feeling like Diddy at a party. I just want to watch. I just want to see what everybody else is doing. I don't want to participate. I just
You
want
just want to be a voyeur?
I just want to be a voyeur.
You just wanted someone to come bring the
party to me, and I just sit over there
and drop it on your nipples
and
rub it in.
And I
That's
direct.
what you want him to do?
I don't think if I want to drop it on my. Well, I don't know. Depends.
That's what he wants.
Depends. Have you been? What's your diet like?
Listen, couple of things. Let's just recap. Okay, this Diddy trial has been going on for 4 whole weeks. Okay, this is the second time within the 4 weeks that the defense has asked for a mistrial, and the judge said, "No, we good." Okay, so they carried on. So there's been like speculation of who the latest person that was on the stand. They're calling her Jane, which Jane is not her name. Allegedly, okay, this is just allegedly is 50 Cent's most recent baby mama, who is also dating Diddy.
Have you seen that AI video 50 Cent put up? The freak off matters, where it's like done in the style of Family Matters.
Oh, you know what? I saw it pop up, but I did not watch it.
His baby mama's in that, so it may be.
Child. Well, I'm gonna say alleged, but it's probably
right.
So alleged. Okay, right. So I guess Diddy been taking care of her even as of today. Okay, as of today, he's still paying her. I guess she had an allowance of like $20,000 a month. That's not a lot. If I'm dating a billionaire, $20,000 a month, it's not gonna work for me. Okay,
you need more than that.
I need more than $20,000. You're a billionaire, sir.
I thought we were just talking about.
Let's calculate this.
Okay.
Let me pull up the calculator. Okay, because the math wouldn't be mathing for me. Let's see, $20,000 times 12. That's only $240,000.
Only?
So let's say, yeah, I made that working for the man.
Listen, she working for the man too.
Listen, she doing a lot more for the man than I was doing. Okay, she's doing way more for the man than I was. Fair. And some of those things include, obviously, she was having some freak offs. Okay, she said that she would like between 2001 to 2021, 2024, she was having, these little cheesy hotel freak offs or whatever. Inviting several men to come in. She says that allegedly she thinks several at a time. Several at a time. Okay. And after I finish all this, you tell me if it's $24,000 worth. No,
you already the multiple fellas, right? Because if it's just me and you, $20,000 is fine. So what about $100,000 a month?
No, yeah. Are you also? Is my condo paid for? Do I have security and a driver?
So is the $20,000 just the allowance, and he's paying for everything else?
It's allowance. It's not like I'm not. I guess maybe he had a condo for her, but that's not enough. That's not a listen. It's not enough. Okay.
Fair.
And I'm okay. So she would have to have these freak offs. Several people. Okay, at a time would come in and, do these little sleazy hotel parties. These are her words, end quote. Okay. She also says that it was emotional. She was a little bit emotional too while she was sharing this testimony, because she was also saying that she would do like these 12 to 24 hour stints. Okay, that's $40,000 by itself.
Just a day, yeah.
12 to 24 hours, I'm letting somebody smash up. Like, no. How's that even work?
Right. She need to break for ice and water and Gatorade.
Do you see what I'm trying to tell you?
And she can't eat because... Anyway.
So she said that she was financially dependent on Diddy. She experiencing ailing sexual health issues, and she was like severely jealous of other women. One of them allegedly being Young Miami, because I guess she was getting all of the bread, and she was getting all of the traveling, and she was getting all the good stuff. Okay,
and the stylist,
and she was just getting $20,000. Girl, you settling for that $20,000, you need to be slapped. Okay, first of all, okay, and why? Why would you settle for the $20,000? That's what I'm trying to, with all of this extra stuff. And they're saying that it could possibly be. They're saying it could possibly be that this was a job, and she got her feelings caught in the job. What's your thoughts?
Okay, so even if it's a job, how much money do you need?
I just told you. 24. She's doing it 12 to 24 hours a day.
Right. She ain't even sleeping.
She's not even sleeping several times a week with multiple people at a time in a sleazy hotel.
Well, see, okay, so thank you for saying that, because I wanted to bring that back. Because sleazy hotel makes me think Super 8, Motel 6, you know, it's like some side of the road motel. And that's crazy, because why are we in a motel? Like, that's insane. Motel, the mosey wosey is crazy. So maybe she felt like, right, it's diabolical. Maybe the sleazy is for the party and not the hotel. But because of the order of adjectives, it just says sleazy hotel parties. And so,
it says dark, sleazy. Let me go back and read.
What I'm saying is, maybe is the dark and sleazy is to describe the hotel party and not the hotel itself.
It could be either way. Okay.
I'm just saying.
If I'm engaging in this and I'm calling it sleazy,
you talk about the hotel.
Something sleazy. Okay.
What's the thread count on these sheets?
Like, it's right. Because what are we at? Like, we at the W? Right. Or what are we doing?
Right. What are we really,
with the billionaire? No.
We came in. Can I at least get a double tree?
See what I'm saying? So, back to what Wes asked. He asked, "How much money do you need?" And I would say, if this is her job, right? If she's hired as a sex worker, this is her job. $20,000 ain't gonna cut it.
I would need to know.
Obviously, you're going with looks. He called her his crack pipe.
100%.
Right. So
you gotta keep hitting it.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I do. So, what I would do, if I was her, is I would look at the top 1% or the top 0.01% of OnlyFans earners, right? And I think they're making probably $1.5, $2 million, something like that. I'm like, okay, I need a month. I need that, because that person is doing sex work also, right? We're doing,
and oftentimes with themselves.
Yeah, right, by themselves, or with somebody they know and trust.
Yeah,
they're doing the same like they're doing with another sex worker, or someone, or their partner, and they're making $2 million a month. So I'm gonna need that, right? Because that's a comparable. It's a competitive salary, right?
Or I mean, let's say you paying for the condo. I got security, home. I got a vehicle driver. Let's just say $250 a month. Because I'm not with you every single day. Because clearly, Carisha is there allegedly.
Is creeping around
there. Right. So she there too, and every other person that he's involved with. So maybe it's only me 3 times a week. Yeah. Okay.
Are they going to subpoena his doctor?
Who would say whether or not he had any STDs or not, or?
Yeah, because what's going on? Because this, okay, so a lot of the stories we're hearing is him watching, but I'm sure he's participated in some of these events. He just didn't negotiate.
I don't think she renegotiated because she caught feelings instead of doing the job. And I think that's the problem.
You're here for work, ma'am. We're not a family.
Say it. You gotta.
Daryl Walker says, getting smashed on sandpaper sheets ain't worth it. It's not. For those out there who are going to let somebody take you to a Super 8 or a Palace Inn or any kind of inn, Crystal Inn, some. Okay, so this one time.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Boy.
When I first got to Houston.
Let me zoom in on you.
I was in between jobs, so I was doing some driving for people, right? This is before Uber, and so I'm driving, and I took this old man and these 2 people to a hotel. The hotel was called the Symphony Inn, and we get inside the hotel room, and they was like, "Oh, I want to show you something. When you on the wall, it's like mermaids, right? and a mirror on the ceiling. There was a big water bed, and it was still a water bed, right? When you turn the lights off,
I think we lost him. I don't know what happened, but the story was getting good, so we're gonna wait for him to get back on there. But if he said that he has sandpaper sheets, child, I don't know what is really going on. Long story short, okay, I'm just gonna go back to this while he gathers himself for the story. She said that she was allegedly coerced 12 to 24 hour stints with with Diddy, and she was financially dependent on him, of course, and then she became jealous of other women, one in particular that she was referencing, although I don't think she said her name, was Young Miami. So back to this story, because was it sandpaper sheets or no, sir?
definitely sandpaper sheets on the waterbed. And then when the lights went off, everybody got on the wall got naked, and they was doing it, and they was going in the dark.
How old were you, sir? How old were you, sir?
I was an adult. I had just moved to Houston. I was in my 20s.
Oh, you was in your 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in my 20s. I was 20, 24.
What was you doing? Oh, okay.
What was I? I was dropping them off.
Wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I must have missed that because I did step away for one quick second. You were dropping who off?
I was dropping some people that I had met off at a motel. And
you just said, let me just run in real quick, check out the
they
scene.
asked me to come up. They were excited to show me the room. You know when you get
the
something
motel
new,
room?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to calculate the years.
I was 24.
Okay. That would make it.
It's a few years ago.
Right.
It's a few years back.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. All right. Sandpaper sheets. So yeah, I think that she got cheated with the amount of dollars that she's still collecting today. And that's not okay. Another thing is that Young Miami apparently went to the Black Entertainment Awards, and she had on a dress and some things, and you know the internet be internet, okay, and they don't give a doohickey, okay,
at all.
So the comment before I put this up says, you can tell she's missing the Diddy money. Toes hanging off the shoes, wig giving beauty supply, dress giving 1999 prom.
Let's see. Make this bigger. Okay, so couple things. Okay. I think Young Miami is a very pretty lady.
Speak a little louder.
I said I think Young Miami is a very pretty lady. Okay. The shoe, the toes are hanging out the side of the shoe, but I think, you know, it's just maybe how the shoe was made. Yes, Wiley. Yes, Wes Wiley. I did check out the hotel room. That's all I will say. I was definitely checking it out. Daryl says, for real, Wes, he was a participant.
Real quick, because I don't want to be. I'm not one to be. I don't want to tear her down.
Yeah,
but it was giving a little prom. It was giving a little toes hanging off the shoes, but like you said, sir, it was because what was the angle of the shoe,
the toe box,
what is it called?
Like I've never seen somebody wear those.
I have those. I use those.
Yeah,
those shoes all the time.
Right, that's a very popular style of shoe, but it's a really hard shoe to keep your toes on. And if she's putting her weight on that foot, on that foot while she's posing, her toes are going to spread out while she's holding her weight up. Right?
Yeah.
And I think also for those people on the internet talking about Miami, y'all were at the BET Awards. She was though. You know what I'm saying? And it took a lot for you to go through and like check off the list of things that she was wearing. So maybe
I think people try to just Yeah, I think people just try to do things and say things just to have clout.
Yeah,
She clearly going through it already. You know,
right.
Her whole man is in a RICO case.
Yeah.
Live on television. And
Right.
although she has denounced her dating him,
I renounce Ice Cube and all his works. Even Friday.
I renounce my throne. But I think that she did clap back. She said, y'all get on this app and type anything. Here's my IG if you want to see how I'm living. But you don't have to show them, Young Miami. Forget them people.
For real.
You can go ahead. You stick beside them, girl. You do whatever you're going to do. You be you. Get your bread. And F them people. Don't even read the comments.
You know what? I want to get hate comments because I would like to read them.
Man, I get them all the time. I'll be clapping back now. Sometimes I don't respond. I'll be like, these are bot accounts.
Yeah.
But I'll be getting all day. I should let you just log into my account and reply.
Yeah.
I was replying earlier today to somebody who, like, I get hate like so much. It's ridiculous.
I don't.
I don't even understand why.
I'm jealous. I wish somebody was.
I had somebody earlier today say that I wanted to scissor. I wanted to scissor Angel Reese.
That's hate, or is that? Were they saying that you wanted to scissor Angel Reese, or that they wanted to scissor Angel Reese?
No, they were saying I did because they had posted something about her on the. They were posting them pouring out her cereal.
Okay.
And I'm like, she already got paid for you buying the box of cereal. They're like, oh, you want to scissor with Angel Reese? And I mean, the comments just keep coming because they're still here. Okay. I just got a comment right now, and I guess they laughed at my response. I think people get on the internet and just because they don't really have to have a real face, they just say whatever they've been trying to say since kindergarten. From that one kid that beat him up on the playground, they're still trying to get it off, on some random person on the internet. So
what I do notice is that nobody pretty ever has any problems, right? Like it's always somebody ugly that's hating. Like it's never nobody that's like a beautiful, successful person. It's like, oh my God, I hate you so much. It's always some troll,
somebody that's busted,
right? Some bridge troll, some under the bed boogeyman, and it's like, I can't stand you. No one likes you, right? Like no one's ever liked you. No one will ever like you. I saw this thing earlier, and it's like the only reason you exist is because your mom had low self-esteem, right? Like so it's.
Oh my gosh.
So it's very that it gives that, right? And so I don't know. That's all.
Well, speaking of rumors and low self-esteem and all those things, people trying to clap back on the internet. The internet was a little wild this week. They were talking about how Jackie Christie, who is married to Doug Christie, they think they've been married for like 29 years or something like that.
They're not going through a divorce? I thought they was going through a divorce.
I think that's alleged.
Hold on, go ahead. I'm listening. I'm googling as we go through. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I'm listening. You said what's going on.
So the word is that they're saying that Jackie Christie, and she even has a recent video of Doug on her social media. I think that rumor was bundled into this other rumor. The rumor about the divorce is bundled into.
30.
Right.
They've been married 30 years. That's a long time.
And they get remarried every year. Okay.
Beautiful.
And he loves her for real. And I think that she loves him too. Anyway, the rumor on the internet this week was their oldest daughter. They were alleging that Chris Webber was her daddy. Okay. And Chris Webber, he decided that he wanted to respond to it. I'm gonna let y'all hear his response. And let's see. There we are. Y'all see what he said.
Undefeated, huh? That's why I'm going to give this friendly reminder to some of my friends out there that you can't believe everything you read, see, or hear on the internet, especially when they're all lies. No proof, just made up lies. The internet is undefeated, huh? That's why I'm going to give this friend. You're not going to defame my name. Of course, the lawyers are in action. Of course, the lawyers are in motion and are motivated. But that's that. Enemy wants us to be distracted, man. You gotta put your blinders on. Stay focused, man. Stay focused, man.
Okay, so Chris Webber wants y'all to quit lying on him. Period.
Stay focused.
Stay focused. Don't be distracted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah.
It sounded like he was talking about like a political stance, but he was just talking about a rumor. And I'm like, am I misunderstanding what? Maybe he misunderstood what was happening. And so I was trying to follow. Okay. So I try to follow when people are talking.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes maybe I'm not smart enough, I think. That I don't understand. Because there's this lady I know.
People slow.
There's this lady I know. She talks in riddles. And it's really confusing. But like I just go, like, you right. Right? Because it's like talking to a sphinx. I'm like, why are you speaking to me in riddles? Like, do I have to get past you to do something else? Maybe once I figure out her riddles, I'll know what my life's purpose is, because I will have
or
figured out
maybe
the
she
riddles.
need medication. Like when Chris Webber was talking, it was giving slow. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. It was giving a little slow. And that's okay. Okay, because maybe he needed time to read what his attorney told him to read. And he did. And that's what he had to say.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think maybe he didn't understand what he was talking about. That's all. But great guy. I'm glad he's not the father of her daughter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's next?
So look.
What else we got? Mm-hmm.
So picture this.
Okay. Speak to your mic.
You are in the Bahamas, or you're in Cuba, or you're in Jamaica, right? Taking a small little regional flight there because it's cheaper. They fly direct. They fly right onto the island. It's a seaplane. They land, boom, on the island, right? And then you get a message from their Instagram that says, don't come to the airport. We closed. Right?
I said slow.
Oh. What would you do if you're?
So wait, the last part you just repeat that.
So you're in the Bahamas, right?
Uh-huh.
It's time to go back to the airport. Your airline says, "Hey, don't worry about coming to the airport. We're no longer an airline." What do you do then?
I mean, because if it's something like they filed bankruptcy, you're not getting your money back.
Right. So they filed bankruptcy.
So you just asked out buying another ticket, trying to get home from another airline, like
right. So
see that, and that's what makes it tricky. It's like some of these airlines, they look nice and they look cool, and you're like, is this a real? It's like, is this a real thing, or is this safe? You'd be like,
right.
I've never heard of this airline before.
Silver Airways is a regional airline based in Florida. Think like Allegiant, right? Similar to Allegiant. In that is a regional airline. They canceled all flights on Wednesday, so yesterday, leaving travelers stranded after announcing bankruptcy. They announced bankruptcy. They tried to restructure in Chapter 11. Restructuring didn't work. They canceled, and they just put on their.
Do you go okay? Let's say it was Soul Plane. Okay, that's the name of the airline. Yep. Soul Plane, me and you, we going to the Bahamas cousin trip. We outside, right? Listen, first class looking good. We upgrade. Right. We outside. We direct flight. All of that. Okay.
Right. All of that.
Wouldn't we? We're not familiar with Soul Plane. Are we looking them up to see like what's their ratings? What's going on with them?
Absolutely.
Are we Googling it, or are we just like, oh, this flight cheap, I'm going?
Okay, so
airline that we don't know.
You're Googling. Because, I mean, like, if you go to Europe and you're, like, flying Ryanair, you'd be like, what is Ryanair? Like, what is that?
Right.
You'd want to know. But, yeah, definitely. But so they have been in business, I think, since 2011. And so you wouldn't be like, oh, well, this is an airline I've been flying for 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
I always have a return flight, right? And so maybe it's like, I think more of that, like, maybe even it's not a new one. I've been flying with y'all for over 10 years, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, don't come to the airport.
Nah, I need you to be in business like 50 years. Like, I need your planes to be hecka old. Just off GP. If your plane's not rattling, we not straddling.
They said, please do not go to the airport. All credit card purchases should be refundable through your credit card company or your travel agency.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair then.
Yeah.
I can call and dispute the charge. This company's filed bankruptcy. Okay, right. That's fair.
That's fair. I'm still stuck.
But I'm still stuck. Right? I'm still stuck. And what happens now? Okay.
Right. Because there's a part of your vacation where you want to go home.
Man.
There's a part like, oh, this hotel is so nice. This food is so good. I want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so I would still call and yell at somebody if I could.
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters?
I guess.
Because
I'm calling
because
somebody.
their the phone lines are probably not going to work if their airlines are not working. Okay, there's going to be no one in the customer service call center for sure.
Right? They let all those, all 800 people that work for them go.
Man, they gone, child. Linda, Mark, all of them with the accent. John.
Right. John with the accent. John with the Indian accent.
Man. From the U.S. call center. Okay.
I'm calling from the U.S. government. What?
I'm calling from the U.S. government. Listen, I can't even do an accent. Listen, those are people. We all the same color.
Oh, that was racist.
No. Alrighty then.
You know what? They're gonna
Speaking of racist, that's a good transition. Speaking of racist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can we talk about how K. Michelle been in country music for I don't know how long? Before country music was as popular as it is now, thank goodness, Beyonce did what she did to help all the others.
Mm-hmm. All the others.
She was doing an interview with American Songwriter, who is they're not even like a large publication, so I don't even know why she sat down with them in the first place, but I felt some type of way about it. I'm going to let you guys listen to the interview and her response, and then you tell me, was it racist or not? Because it was given racist to me.
You didn't grow up about your relationship with country music because I feel like we just kind of got you. You haven't, you didn't grow up here in country music. So kind of tell people, kind of introduce yourself to them and then tell them how you arrived in Nashville. What brought you here?
Yes. I did grow up in country music. You do this all the time. I did grow up in country music. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I got a scholarship for yodeling. That's how I paid for college. My start to you, to be seen to you, has been when the Judd's people themselves reached out to me to go and pay Naomi Judd tribute. That was the first tape I ever got, and that was Love Can Build a Bridge. And it's always been a thing for me. I was told I could not sing country music because I was black, but it was something I had always been doing and will continue to do. I'm born and raised in Tennessee. I didn't fly.
So talk to us for a second about your relationship with country music.
Grew here.
You grew here?
Yeah. I grew here in Tennessee. And I am so happy to be able to sing the songs of who I am and what it is I want to. So I'm happy that people like you are just discovering me, though. And I'm happy to be here for that. So happy that you have.
She tried it, though, didn't she?
100%. Now, listen, K. Michelle, one thing she going to do is
read you.
Together. Yeah, she going to get you together.
She's going to gather you up. Okay.
Yeah. Edges and all.
And she gathered her. Okay, she said I didn't. She said something like I didn't come here. I grew here. I am from Memphis, Tennessee. And like, did you not research her, ma'am? Or
right?
Like
okay. So these people be doing these interviews. They don't do any background research.
Mm-hmm.
They don't watch any other interviews that this person's ever done. So they're not asking the same questions over and over and over again. They make a lot of assumptions, especially, and I think, and I may be just being, sensitive, but especially when they're talking to black people, they just assume that black people don't know nothing about nothing. They're like, oh, so tell us about yourself. Don't talk to me like that.
And what K. Michelle could have said to her, she could have been like, girl, we made country music, but she didn't even go there with her. She just told her about herself. Indeed. And I appreciate her response. And I appreciate her when the host told her about herself. Mm-hmm. And K. Michelle was kikiing with her and was ready to go ahead and give her all of the information that she needed to receive. And I'm here for it. These people in country music are so racist. It's ridiculous. Like, I understand we dominated everything. Shout out to Coco. She won. The other chick mad, talking about it's not that she played the best.
I just made a bunch of mistakes.
Girl, if you lost.
You lost.
You lost. And it's what it is. Like, they white people do not want to lose to us. Okay, and we get into a sport, we dominate. We dominated golf, we dominated tennis, skiing, obviously basketball, football, music. Come on, like, their kids are at home rapping. Indeed. And they mad with the music turned all the way up.
See,
trying to say the N words and everything.
This brother I was watching, he says they asked him why black people are so good at sports and music. He says, well, it's because that's the only thing that white people haven't hidden the rules to. And so once the
they couldn't hide them because we created the rules. Right. That's the problem.
Right. So once the playing field is even, we'll see who's better. But if you hit all the rules and change the game, of course you're gonna win. You cheating, right? But that's that.
I think that there's also like a space where, and we only got like 2 minutes, but I think there's a space where they forgot that not only were we already physically, our stature was already large, and that's
in charge.
Why the immigrants came and took us, and then came back as immigrants here, and then made us immigrants and slaves. But we don't want to talk about all that yet. But they also bred us.
Right.
They also bred to make us bigger. Like, what?
Bigger and stronger and faster.
Make up your minds, people. Okay.
They want us to be bigger, stronger, and faster.
And we are. Okay. And thank you, sir, for being bigger, stronger, and faster. And thank you for giving yourself grace. Okay. And thank y'all for all tuning in to the Shady Ass Tea right here on hot7025fm.com. Sir, where can the people find you on all the socials?
All the socials at the Sir Armstrong.
Alrighty, and you can find me on every single social media platform at Carrice. That's ECARRICE. Don't forget to follow us on the Shady Ass Tea, and you can catch us each and every Thursday right here at 3 p.m. on hot7025fm.com. Anything you need to say to the people before we go, sir?
Love you guys. See you next week.
Love y'all. Bye, y'all.